What's good, everybody? It's your girl, Max here back with another favorite play of the Phillies after watching Nationals spring training games. And we had to win the Phillies over 2 the game, and the Nationals are 3-0. We're just terrible feeling right now. We did get our first win, so Phillies start lineup is Justin Carver. I thought I was going to see a lot of songs that I don't care. Garrett Snow, Pepper John, Reno, Kristen Chu, and I think Rick Holmes. That's the Phillies start lineup. Pitching for the Phillies today will be Alan Riego. And pitching for the Nationals will be Jake Irvin. And so it was so Phillies. And I really, sometimes after the Phillies, we had Justin Carver for the Phillies. Don't believe there's a way. 0 outside the first hero. Here's the history in Justin. Gary Burbank has been rolling. Jacob gonna pitch just right and strike one. Jacob gonna pitch just right and 1-2-2-1. Jacob gonna pitch just right and right center 5-1-2-2. And Jacob gonna pitch just in swing and miss. That's strike and Justin Carver was out. And over one. Coming next to the Phillies out. Those are seeing this the Phillies. No play as a base. Without Tyler first hero. Jacob gonna pitch and those very good. But he could do the ball runner. Jacob gonna pitch and those he's taking the right in the running guys and goes to the wall. And those are seeing running back first start. When the first time a second, those are got double those is 1 It's those are his first double on the spring training season on a line drive to Murphy, Christine Franklin. Those is it finally got a hit. So coming next to the Phillies, we got a lot of Sosa next to the Phillies. We got 1-3 fair on the second base, but out top the first two. Then we're gonna pitch me around the running catch go straight with a one. You're gonna pitch you around the running catch go straight 2-2. They're gonna pitch you around the way when the runner sort of reaches on the field of shortstop, but shortstop see get him to the third base to Jose Tanner, and those who see is our third base. Coming next to the Phillies, we got Alan Kiffin next to the Phillies. We got 1 Philly player on first base, 2 outs, top of the first video, 8. Like that's how you say it for Alan Kiffin. So they're gonna do a pitch on today's first baseman to make sure that runs Susie off the first base back. They continue to one at first base. We got that big source of those. That's what I do about that. Trying to finish it. Thanks to all day for exposing that shit. Hey, you see? You can't tell parents nothing. Because then they want to just let you out. They want to let you. Like, dang, can you keep something you damn self? No, I guess not. Guess not, right? Guess not. Can't tell parents anything. So they just expose you. That's what I can say. And then supposed to go to the I heard that we go back to work tomorrow. I don't know what the kids can't say anything yet. What's up, Northern Jay? I don't know what you're trying to say there. Can't read it. I don't know what you're trying to say there. Is that English? I don't even know if that's English or not. Jacob, we got another pitch coming for you. Out soon, get ready for it. Running catch, swing the ball one. Jacob, gonna pitch out, running catch, the ball one. Jacob, gonna pitch out, running catch, the ball 2-2-1. Jacob, gonna pitch out, running catch, the straight 2-2. Jacob, gonna pitch out, running catch, the ball 3-3-2 for kill. Jacob, gonna pitch out, swing that 5-1-2-2, 3-2. And Jacob, gonna pitch out, the running one. That is ball 4. And Alvin Kipp is walking with base the first base for the Phillies. So the Phillies have Amanda Sosa on first base, and had Alvin Kipp on first base, and Amanda Sosa on second base. So coming next to bat for the Phillies, we got Garrett Stokes next to bat for the Phillies. We got Philly Bears on first base and second base. 2 outs, top of the first, here we go. Jake Irvin got a pitch count for you Stubbs, get ready for it. Running catch got a strike with 1. And Jake Irvin got another pitch for you Stubbs, get ready for it. You swing it down with the 5-1 zone 2. And Jake Irvin got another pitch count for you Stubbs, get ready for it. That ball's in the dirt, the ball's 1 and 2. Yeah, I don't understand what you mean there, so if you're not speaking English, I don't understand what you mean, so. And Jake Irvin got another pitch coming for Stubbs, get ready for it. And Garrett Stubbs lines out to the right field and Joey Moon, and Garrett Stubbs down. Garrett Stubbs, you open 1. And you straighted Auto Kip and Ron Sosa on base. Terrible. That's 3 outs for the Phillies. So we have a close game with Jim. Moving on to the bottom of the first inning. It's the Nationals turn the bat. Let's see the Nationals new to turn the bat at the bottom of the first. The 3 national players give at the bottom of the first 3. Dylan Cruz, CJ Abraham, and Drew Lennon. I think that's how you say it, right? Well, here comes Alan Riego. Riego to do something. Hope you don't try to mess the game up for the Phillies, because we don't need that. Hey, what's that? Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, don't say this and get in the count room like that. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, they get a hit. I did see. I did. They did get one. I only got one. In the game when he played against the Blue Jays, he couldn't get no hits. Alan Riego, I know, right? He got me pitching. Alan Riego. Jeez. I got wasn't what the season was. Ain't gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. And it's funny, Star Wars. It wasn't Star Wars. It's funny. The Phillies put 2 catchers in the starting lineup. You got Garrett Stubbs behind the plate, and then you got Raphael Michon DHing. Who came with the lineup? But who came with it? To come with the bed for the Nationals, we have Dylan Cruz going to bat for the National plays on 8-0. Bottom of the first, he will. Evan Williams got a face going to be Dylan away for a swing and a strike with no one. And Evan Williams got a face to be Dylan away for it. Running catch goes, the ball is 1-1. I said, well, back. Oh, it's HB Log 27. What's up? Long time no see. And Alan Williams got another face going to be Dylan away for it. Running catch goes, the ball 2 is a 2-1. And Alan Riego got another pitch going to be Dylan away for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 is a 2-2. And we just said that blue Pokemon behind you reminds me of the blue crystal. What blue Pokemon behind me? Oh no, that's the Doctor TARDIS from Doctor Who. That's not a blue. That's not a blue. That's not a blue Pokemon behind me. This is a Doctor Who TARDIS right here. It's a Doctor Who release box. Yeah, it's not here. It's not a Pokemon thingy. And Alan Riego got another pitch going to be Dylan away for it. Runner catch does the ball 3 is a 3. Runner catch does the ball 3 is a 3 and 2 is a full count. And Alan Riego got another pitch going to be Dylan away for it. He's swinging that one as a 5 balls a 3 and 2. And this is a playing starter side out. We ain't a bunch of. At least we got one of our catchers, and then we got Garrett Stubbs, that's something. And Alan Riego got another pitch going to be Dylan away for it. And that is ball 4. And Dylan Cruz is walked and advanced to first base for the Nationals. Way to go, Alan Riego. You walk your first bat of the game, it had to be Dylan Cruz. Come on. Not the best time to balk at people. Right, when yes, they would play. Yeah, yeah, they do. Yeah, they play the Stars. I think they do. Like the Stars might play. I think Wednesday. I think I'm not sure. So coming next to that for the coming next to that for the coming next to that for the Nationals. We have CJ Higgins next to that for the Nationals. We got one national player on first base. 0 outs, bottom of the first. Here we go. Alan Williams got a pitch connect with CJ going for it. Running catch goes the strike with a one. Alan Williams got a pitch with CJ going for it. Running catch goes the balls on one. And every game gonna face PC, you can wait for it. Runner catch goes ball 2 and 2-1. And every game we're gonna face gonna face CJ, you can wait for it. He's swinging down to 5 balls and 2-2. Yeah, Spencer Harden, 126 wins with 33 runs. Okay, shout out to the USA. To USA today. And every game we're gonna face gonna face CJ, you can wait for it. And every game we're gonna face CJ, wait for it. Runner catches guns the ball 3 is a 3-2 the full count. And he's 30. You can't have him out because I don't know who you are. You haven't been coming. You haven't been in the streets. I never been. And listening to one of those other schools, but I ain't in the Philadelphia. They ain't schools in Philadelphia though. Those dicey schools. They ain't the public schools. They ain't the schools. They ain't the public schools for the schools in Philadelphia though. And Ellie got another pitch connect with CJ Graveboard. And CJ had popped out to the third base from Montesors and foul territory. CJ was out. They saw you couldn't spell more right. It's More. Got the R in more. What's up, Mike Greening? So coming up next to bat for the Nationals, we have Drew Melendez coming next to bat for the Nationals. We got one national player first base, one out, bottom of the first. Here we go. Alan Riego got a pitch connect for Drew. Go wait for it. Swinging away the strike was a one. Alan Riego got a pitch for Drew. Go wait for it. Run not catching up the balls 1-1. I have to show you guys around covering my hair so you see me like that, you're like that. And Alan Riego got another pitch connect for you. Drew. Go wait for it. You see that one goes right into the grass and it moves all the way to the wall. And Drew Lewis, one of our first, stop a second. And Drew Lewis got a double home. And it's Drew Lewis' first double in spring training on the short line drive to the right fielder. Right fielder, Adults gonna see it. Adults gonna see it, really. You're supposed to catch that right field. And the Nationals score a run. So it's good. The Phillies have 0 runs. The Nationals have 1 run. And the Nationals get their first run score in the bottom of the first thanks to Dylan Cruz. That was one of the Nationals. Those gonna say can't catch down in the right field. God damn, this man is terrible. Literally, just it's me off like literally. Which Brian that Cruz did in the right field yesterday. Those gonna say it ain't shit. I'm sorry to say that, but yeah. Like this man is just like really. Like how do you just let that happen? Like you are the reason for this. It's like, what are we signed going to see to the Phillies for what? For what, yo? Look at that. So coming up next to that for the Nationals, we had Joey Williams come next to that for the Nationals. We got one national player on second base. One out, bottom of the first. Here we go. Alan Williams got a pitch connect for Joey. Get ready for it. Running catch goes straight with the one. Alan Williams got a pitch for Joey. Get ready for it. Running catch goes. This ball 1-1. Alan Williams got a pitch Pittsburgh Joey get ready for a running catch goes ball 2-1. Ellen Reed going to Pittsburgh Joey get ready for a swing and a miss, and that's strike two. The 2-2. I don't know. Why somebody get hit yesterday? So the next spring training, the rest of the play, you better get a hit. I don't know what's wrong with that man. And Ellen Reed going to the Pittsburgh Joey get ready for it. And the catcher Gary Stone tried to pick on Jim Williams at second base on a throw to the second baseman Christian Giero. And June Williams is out. Yes, we got June Williams. We got June Williams out. Thank you, Gary Stone. Got him out. Here's this AJT, but hey, you gotta get somebody out. And we're gonna face Joey Running catches the ball 3-2. There's a book hill. And the catcher and we're gonna face Joey, but the catcher gets the picks on June Williams at the second base on the throw there to the second base Christian. Yes, and Gaston's got June Williams out. Yes. And we're gonna face Joey going forward. And that's just Jones the pitch. And Joey Williams calling strikes, and Joey Williams gonna pitch to Joey going forward. Running catch goes at strike three, and Joey Williams out. First strikeout for Alan Viego, 1K. And that's how you get some. That's how you get strikes. Like the part with Gary started to get somebody out, that was great. So coming up next, the bat for the Nationals, we have Jose Tanner next to bat for the Nationals. No national players on base. 2 outs, bottom of the first. Here we go. Now we got a mound visit for the Phillies. So I guess Gary Stone's coming around the target at the Alan Viego. What the conversation's gonna be. Yeah, Gary Stones did that. You know Gary Stones. It's the vibe in the clubhouse. You know, Stubbies. Yeah, Gary Stones. Yeah, Gary Stones is the catcher for tonight's game. We got 2 catchers in the lineup in Star Wars. We got Gary Stones starting the catcher in the game, and then we also have Raphael Sean, our backup catcher. Gary Stones is our third catcher, so JT is the starting catcher. We got Raphael Sean, the backup catcher, and Gary Stones is the third catcher. So pretty much we put our backup catcher. Raphael Sean is the DH in the lineup tonight's game, and then Gary Stones behind the plate tonight too. So yeah, 2 catchers in one game. One is catching with the Stubbs, and then Rashawn is the DH. And Edwin Diego got a face Kennedy Jones Jose Boyd. Round that catch goes to balls 1-0. And Edwin Diego got another face Kennedy Jose Boyd. And Jerry was taking off, and it's safe at second base. And Jerry takes off, and it's trying to tag him out, but he is safe at second base. This is Jerry was first steal and swing training on second base. And Edwin Diego got another face for Jose Boyd. Swinging and miss, and that strike one is a 1-1. And Alan Reed going to pitch for Jose Boyd. Running catch go to strike two is 1-2. And Alan Reed going to pitch for Jose Boyd. That ball's in the third is a ball 2 is a 2-2. And Alan Reed going to pitch for Jose Boyd. And Jose Tanner grounds out to the third baseman, and Ronald Sosa doing to the first baseman, right over Pellegrino, and Jose Tanner is out. And that's the yards for the Nationals. So it's more the Phillies have 0 runs, the Nationals have 1 run. That's the end of the first inning, gentlemen. Moving on to the second inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see the Phillies need to turn the bat at the top of the second. Now it's 1-0 Nationals. And the 3 Philly players leading up the bat at the top of the second will be Raphael Michon, Leover Pellegrino, and Christian Giero. So we got 2 catches in the goddamn game. Who came with the lineup like that? But 2 catches in the same game. Like, whose idea was that? Shout out to the school I work at, y'all. You know, they doing shout out to that one because I got the little shirt with it on, so I'm just gonna let y'all know that. But yeah, I just wanted to say that because yeah. So the Phillies need to get a run. We need to get a run. We need to score some runs for Adam Diego. Come on now. He got one strikeout. And the offense can't even get him no runs. Come on now. Like we need to get him some runs support. At least we need something. Cause we need something. Cause you can't go 9 innings like this. Okay, so okay, so coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have Rafael Machon from the bat for the Phillies. No Philly players on base. 0 outs. Top of the second. Here we go. This is snow and Paulus Rhode Island. Damn. So coming to the bat for the Phillies, we have Rafael Machon from the bat for the Phillies. No Philly players on base. 0 outs. Top of the second. Here we go. Jake Irvin got a pitch coming for you, Raphael. Get ready for it. He's swinging down to Pavos on one. Jake Irvin got a pitch for Raphael. Running catch goes the ball 1-1. Jake Irvin got a pitch for Raphael. Running catch goes the ball 2-1. Jake Irvin got a pitch for Raphael. Running catch goes the ball 3-1. And Jake Irvin got a pitch for Raphael. Get ready for it. And Raphael Machon pots out to the shortstop CJ Abraham. And Raphael Machon is out. Raphael Machon, you 0 for 1. Yeah, we didn't get that one until we hit Philadelphia, so I guess what's going on because it ain't that bad, so. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we had Leover, Pellegrino. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, no Philly fans on base. 1 out, Robin, no Philly fans on base. 1 out, top of the second. Here we go. They go, got a pitch to Leover, go wait for it. Ronnie's cut goes strike with a 1. They go, got a pitch to Leover, go wait for it. Ronnie's cut goes strike 2 on 2. They go, got a pitch to Leover, go wait for it. And Leover, Pellegrino, expert Tamio, and Leover, Pellegrino, get right back the bat box to a baseball. And Jake Irvin got another pitch coming for you. Leover, go wait for it. Ronnie's cut goes the balls 1 and 2. And Jake Irvin got another pitch coming for you. Leover, go wait for it. Ronnie's cut goes the ball 2, the 2 and 2. Then Tank Sumo said he only makes 1 start for Team USA at the WC before returning to the Tigers. Oh, he gonna make just 1 start? Damn. Just 1? And Jake Irvin got another pitch coming for you. Leover, wait for it. Leover, Pellegrino grounds out to the shortstop CJ Abraham to the first baseman. And Leover Ortiz. And Leover, Pellegrino is out. Leover, Pellegrino, you 0 for 1. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Kristen Chill. Next, the bat for the Phillies, no Philly fans on base. 2 outs, top of the second. Here we go. Jake Irvin got a pitch coming for you, Kristen. Get ready for it. Ronnie's catching another strike 1 zone 1. And Jake Irvin got another pitch coming for you, Kristen. Get ready for it. Ronnie's catching those balls 1-1. And Jake Irvin got another pitch coming for you, Kristen. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike 2 is 1-2. And Jake Irvin got another pitch, you can say, wait for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike 2 is 1-2. And Jake Irvin got another pitch coming for you, Kristen. Get ready for it. Ronnie's catching those balls 1-1. And Jake Irvin got another pitch coming for you, Kristen. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike 2 is 1-2. And Jake Irvin got another pitch coming for you, Kristen. Get ready for it. Ronnie's catching those balls 1-1. And Jake Irvin got another pitch coming for you, Kristen. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike 2 is 1-2. And Jacob got another pitch connect for you, Chris Baker, away forward. Ronnie's catch goes, it's a ball two, the 2-2. And Castaway just hit that ball to the table bay. Oh, that was a shot. I know I saw the Castaway hit that home run yesterday afternoon. That was good, though. And Jacob, we got another pitch connect for you, Chris Baker, away forward. Ronnie's catch goes, the ball 2-2. Jacob got another pitch for you, Chris Baker, away forward. You swing it down when it's a 5-0, the 2-2. Kristen to get on base. Like all your life, get on damn base. And Jacob, we got another pitch coming for you, Kristen, great point. Riding catch good as a ball three, is a 3-2, is a full count. And Jacob, we got another pitch for you, Kristen, great point. And that is ball four. And Christian Chill is walked to advance the first base for the Phillies. And this is Christian Chill's first walk of the game. Yeah, Christian Chill got on base, yo. He got walked. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Ryan Rincon. Next to bat for the Phillies, we got one free player on first base, 2 outs, top of the second. Here we go. Jacob, we got a pitch connect for you, Ryan. Get ready for it. He's swinging that was a 5-0-1. Jacob, we got a pitch for you, Ryan. Get ready for it. Ryan's catch goes the balls 1-1. Jacob, we got a pitch for you, Ryan. Get ready for it. And Jacob will do a pitch on to his first baseman to make sure that Christian Chill has got the first base back, picking 10-1 at first base. And Jacob got another pitch coming for you, Ryan. Get ready for it. You swing at that one, that's a 5-0, so 1-2. I say your name, so. Shout out to you watching it with the 6 lines. And you know what his name, so. And Jacob, we got another pitch coming for you, Ryan. Get ready for it. Ryan's catch goes the ball 2, the 2-2. And Jacob, we got another pitch coming for you, Ryan. Get ready for it. Ryan's catch goes the strike 3, and Ryan Rincon is out. Ryan Rincon, you open on your first strikeout. And you straight Christian Chill on base. Terrible. See the girl George Joy to running back with the Eagles. Well, come on then. That's the for the Phillies. So scores the Phillies have 0 runs, the Nationals have 1 run. And moving on to the bottom of the second, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Nationals turn the red. Let's see what the Nationals can do with the turn the red at the bottom of the second. And it's still one of the Nationals, and the 3 National players do with the red at the bottom of the second will be William Ortiz, Marisa Martinez, and Yohandy Morales. Yeah, because I just put that name right there, and you know that I just put your name soon. I feel bad our starters against the Nationals. It will be a different game. If what to this violence okay. Here be like I guess he wants to come back and retire next year. Yeah. I mean, Caesar Anderson should never have left the damn Eagles, so him coming back would be good. Because because I don't know why he would have. I don't know why the Eagles got rid of him. See, Glenn Johnson, I don't know why. Still into the goddamn Chicago Bears, and then let's come back soon. We'll see. Can the Phillies get a run in this baseball game for the love of Pete? Yeah, keep an eye on Kyle's Wilkins, who sat on the week of put him in the Phillies bullpen. Yep. So come at the bat for the Phillies we have. Come to bat for the Nationals then. And we OTs come to bat for the Nationals with National players on base. Zeros. Bottom of the second, here we go. LMU got a pitch can be Blake trying to catch good strike with on one. And LMU gonna pitch you. And Blake can wait for it. Swing and a miss, the strike team's on two. And LMU gonna pitch you and Blake can wait for it. And then Blake OT spots out softly to the catcher, to the catcher. Garrett Stokes in foul territory. And Blake OT is out. So coming up next, the bat for the Nationals we have Henri Luis Martinez coming next to bat for the Nationals. No national players on base. Went out bottom of the second. Here we go. Aluminium got a pitch coming for you. Martinez get ready for it. Running catch goes ball through. And Aluminium got a pitch coming for you. Martinez get ready for it. He's swinging down with the 5-0 to 1-1. Yeah. Hubbard wanted his old teammate back. The Phillies said no. Oh yeah, he wanted. Yeah, because by the time wanted Roy Reese Hassan to come back, but the Phillies said no. So Dave Gavowski said that Reese Hassan doesn't fit the team right now. So because only reason for that because where is Reese Hassan going to play? Because Bryce Harper said he's not going to go back there playing in the right field. So since Bryce Harper don't want him going to play in the outfield, there was no room for Reese Hoskins on the Phillies anyway, because the only position Reese Hoskins plays is first base. Since Bryce Harper's not gonna go play in the outfield again, then there's no point in bringing Reese Hoskins back. Because the only position Reese Hoskins plays is first base, and Bryce Harper not giving up playing first base to go play in the outfield again. So if Bryce Harper couldn't make the switch to go play in the outfield and bring Reese Hoskins back, then what's the point of that? And then we got another pitch can do for you Martinez wait for it. And only Luis Martinez grounds out to the third baseman. Amado Sosa due to the first baseman. Leover Pegunos. And only Luis Martinez is out. Coming up next, the bat for the Nationals, we have Yohandy Morales connects the bat for the Nationals. No national players on base. 2 outs. Bottom of the second, here we go. Aluminium got a pitch for Yohandy waiting for a runner catch goes strike on 1. Aluminium got a pitch for Yohandy running swinging a miss strike 2 on 2. And Aluminium got a pitch for Yohandy waiting for a runner catch goes ball 1 and 2. And Aluminium got a pitch for you Yohandy waiting for a runner catch goes ball 2 to 2 and 2. And Aluminium got a pitch for Yohandy waiting for it. He's swinging down with a 5-0 to 2 and 2. Oh, yeah, Alabama didn't get no strike. No, that didn't count. He didn't get no strike. Yeah, he got an error and 2 walks. He didn't get no strikeout. So And Adam here gonna pitch for you, Handy, get ready for it. Yeah, no, he did. So, how about you? You in first base. You at first base. Why would you want him back and Castro with the DH? You can't put Castro on left field. We can't do that. And Bryce Harper don't want to go play right field, so there's no spot for we tosses anyway. And Adam Reed gonna pitch. And Adam Reed gonna pitch for you. You in. You wait for it. Swinging and missing. Not strike three. And your Handy Martinez is your Handy Morales is out. First strikeout for Alan Riego, 1K. Alan Riego finally got his first strikeout, yo. Because he didn't get one yet, but he finally got his first strikeout. First strikeout for Alan Riego, 1K. And that's the else for the Nationals. So score the Phillies have 0-1. The Nationals have 1. That's the end of the second, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the third inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see the Phillies in the return the bat top of the third. It's still 1-0 Nationals. And the three Phillies players in the bat top of the third will be Justin Crawford, Adolis Garcia, and Ron Souza. Justin Crawford is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Adolis Garcia is 1 for 1 with a double. And Ron Souza is 0 for 1. So there's no spot for Reese Nelson to go back to the Phillies because there's no spot for him. Everybody said we going to the outfield. That's why we had to get a right fielder because I said we going back out there soon. So PJ's for the Nationals. So Jacob is the pitcher tonight. Gonna pitch for the Nationals. We very long. So coming at the bat for the Phillies, we have Justin Crawford on the bat for the Phillies. No Philly Bears on base. 0 outs. Top of the third. Here we go. Brad Moore gonna pitch. Gonna for Justin Gray for it. He's swinging down with a 5-1 zone 1. Brad Moore gonna pitch for Justin Gray for it. Running catch goes the ball 1-1. And Brad Moore gonna pitch. Gonna for Justin Gray for it. And Justin Crawford lines up to the left fielder. Christian Franklin and Justin Crawford's out. Justin Crawford, you're over 2 with your first strikeout. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Adolis Garcia next to bat for the Phillies. No Philly Bears on base. 1 out, top of the third. Here we go. Brad Lewis gonna pitch for Adolis Garcia for it. Ronnie's catching out the balls 1 out. And Brad Lewis gonna pitch for Adolis Garcia for it. Swing and a miss, not strike 1 to 1-1. And Brad Lewis gonna pitch for Adolis Garcia for it. And Adolis Garcia asks for a timeout. Yo, and Adolis Garcia get right in the red system of base homes. And Brad Lewis got another pitch for you. Adolis Garcia for it. Ronnie's catching out the ball 2 to 2-1. And Red Lewis got another pitch for you. Adolis Garcia for it. And Adolis Garcia grounds out to the third baseman, Jose Taylor, who threw it to the first baseman. And Woodward Ortiz and Adolis Garcia is out. Adolis Garcia, you 1 for 2. Funny how the bank tones did when we validated. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Ron Souza next to bat for the Phillies. No Philly Bears on base. 2 outs, top of the third. Here we go. Brad Lewis got a pitch for you on the way for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike 1 is on 1. And Brad Lewis got a pitch for you on the way for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike 2 is on 2. And Brad Lewis got a pitch for you on the way for it. And Nevada Sosa asks for a timeout. Yo, Nevada Sosa is right in the red system of base rules. Red Lord, the gun of the pitch, getting for your mind, the way for it. You swing it down when it's a 5 0 zone 2. And Red Lord, gun of the pitch, getting for your mind, the way for it. And swing that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And the Ronald Sosa will advance to first base for the Phillies. And the Ronald Sosa got a hit. The Ronald Sosa got a hit. The Ronald Sosa is 1 for 2, yo. The Ronald Sosa got a hit. He's 1 for 2, yo. And the Ronald Sosa singles on a solo ground ball to the third base of Jose Tanner. Yes, the Ronald Sosa got on base, yo. He's 1 for 2. Yay, Ronald Sosa finally got a hit. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Otto Kemp. And next to bat for the Phillies, we got one free fan on first base. 2 outs, top of the third. Here we go. 8, 8, 8, 8. And Red Moon got a pitch getting for you. Out took away for it. Running catch goes to Rose 1-0. And Red Moon got another pitch getting for you. Out took away for it. You swing at that one, it's a 5 balls 1-1. And Red Moon got another pitch getting for you. Out took away for it. That ball's in the dirt. That's a ball 2 with the 2-1. Shout out to the one person watching the stream. Thank you for the 7 rings. And Red Moon got another pitch getting for you. Out took away for it. You swing at that one, it's a 5 balls 2-2. And Red Lord got another pitch getting for you. Out took away for it. And Otto Kent reaches on the throw there by the pitcher, Red Moon. And Red Moon, and Otto Kent will advance to second base. And Otto Kent and the Phillies got Otto Kent on second base. But the Phillies scored a run. So the score is the Phillies have 1-1, the Nationals have 1-1, tie base for game winning gentlemen. And the Phillies get their first run score on the top of the third, thanks to Marlon Sosa. Game tied by 1, yo. And it's sad that 80 million we can't see him play in the field, unfortunately, because see what he can do because he got injured. So that's sad for 80 million, though. Because it would have been nice to see what anybody could have done this spring, but the injury he had. And look at this, Star Wars. The Phillies finally they got their first run. Because Dr. King got on base because we're feeling by Brad Moon for the Nationals, and then Armando Sosa scored that run. So now at least we gave Alan Riego his first run support. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Garrett Stubbs. And next to bat for the Phillies, we got one free player on second base, 2 outs, top of the third. Here we go. Red Moon got a pitch for Garrett. Brady Stubbs, great for it. He's swinging that was a foul zone 1. Red Moon got a pitch for Stubbs, great for it. He's swinging that was a foul zone 2. And Red Moon got a pitch for Stubbs, great for it. Running catch goes balls 1 and 2. And Red Moon got a pitch for Stubbs, great for it. And a wild pitch by the pitcher, Red Moon. And Adam Kim advanced to third base. So now the Phillies got Adam Kim on third base. Garrett Stubbs, get Adam Kim home now. You just advanced third base of a wild pitch by the Brett Lloyd. And Gary Stills got another, and Brett Lloyd got another pitch for you. Stills, great boy. Running catch goes to ball 2-2-2. And Brett Lloyd got another pitch for you. Stills, great boy. And Gary Stills strikes on the foul team. And Gary Stills is down. Gary Stills, you over 2 with your first strikeout. And you straight out kick on third base. Terrible. And that's 3-0 to the Phillies. So score the Phillies have 1-1, the Nationals have 1-1. Top race again, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the bottom of the third, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Nationals turn the red. Let's see what the Nationals can do to turn the red at the bottom of the third. And the 3 National players do with the red at the bottom of the third will be Kristen Franklin, Dylan Cruz, and CJ Abraham. That we won't see anywhere into the All-Star break. You're right, Mike Green, that probably will be once his injury, once he survives the injury. Because I know you're going to make the roster probably. It's in Kevin Braxton, a 2-time WNBA champion and 10-season veteran, has died just a few days after celebrating their 40th birthday. That's sad, right there. But I don't watch WNBA like that, but that is sad to hear. That is sad. I don't watch WNBA like that, but still, that's terrible. Like, how do you... That's sad. So pitching change for the Phillies. So Alan Riego is done pitching for the night. Coming to pitch for the Phillies will be Lou Chirino. You got Lou Chirino coming in the pitch, y'all. So Alan Riego is done pitching for the night. So you got Lou Chirino coming to pitch, y'all. Philly sports fans all settings read some of their favorite snowmen for today. Did you make a snow sports team snowman? To come at the bat for the Nationals, we have Kristen Franklin come to bat for the Nationals with National players on base. 0 outs, bottom of the third. Here we go. Lou Chirino got a pitch in for you, Franklin. Get ready for it. You swing that was the Pablos on 1. And Lou Chirino got another pitch in for you, Franklin. Get ready for it. Ronald catches goes the balls 1-1. And Lou Chirino got another pitch in for you, Franklin. Get ready for it. Ronald catches goes the ball 2-2-1. It's a Team USA men's hockey team celebrates. America celebrates the USA men's hockey team winning the gold medal and the guy got knocked in the teeth. Damn. And Lou Chirino got another pitch in for you, Franklin. Get ready for it. Ronald catches goes the ball 3-1. And Lou Chirino got another pitch for you, Franklin. Get ready for it. And Kristen Franklin grounds out to the second baseman. Kristen Gio will do it to the first baseman. We over Fernandino and Kristen Franklin is out. Man, that dude's teeth just got messed up. Damn. That's too not that young. And his teeth just got knocked off. But y'all, that looks bad. They say how can you do when you lose a tooth and stuff, so. So coming up next, the bat for the Nationals, we have Dylan Cruz, and next the bat for the National players on base. But now, bottom of the third, here we go. Lou Chirino got a pitch coming up for you. Dylan going for it. Ronald catch goes the ball to them. And Lou Chirino got a pitch for you. Dylan get ready for it. And Dylan Cruz grinds out to the third baseman. The Montesor to do it to the first baseman. We over Pedro. And Dylan Cruz is out. Coming up next, the bat for the Nationals, we had CJ Abraham. The next the bat for the Nationals on National players on base. 2 outs, bottom of the third. Here we go. Lou Chirino got a pitch coming for you. CJ get ready for it. Run that, you swing that one, run that catch, you swing that one, run that catch goes, the strike one's on one, and Luchavino got the face connect by CJ, get ready for it. Run that catch, run that catch goes, the strike one is 1-1. The run that catch goes, the strike one is on one, and Luchavino got the face CJ, get ready for it. Run that catch goes, rolled 1-1. So Mike Smith is not returning the broadcast. No, two people not coming back this year. So Terrence Hatch is not coming back this year because our contract didn't get renewed after the 21st season. And then also Mike Smith is not coming back either because they don't, yeah, so because, you know, so that's sad because Terrence not coming back. Everybody said they don't like the size of putting with Terrence Hatch and stuff. And then also Mike Smith ain't coming back. But we do have John Cook returning back this season. Tom McCarthy's coming back this season. We know Ron Jr.'s coming back this season. And Ben Davis coming back this season. So we got them. Yeah, we could talk and all that, but still, we really don't have, like, you know, but at least Cole Hamlin's still coming back. We're going to do some, like, side stuff, maybe still. And then to me, they're going to pitch good with CJ, get ready for it. Swinging, right, run that catch go to strike two, the 1-2. And Lou Jr. going to pitch CJ, he's swinging there, the 5-1-2. And Lou Jr. going to pitch CJ, swinging the wrist, and that's strike three. And CJ Hamlin's out. First strikeout for Lou Trevino, 1K. And that's the else for the Nationals. So scores, the Phillies have 1-1, the Nationals have 1-1, tie base again, ladies and gentlemen, and that's the end of the third, ladies and gentlemen. And moving on to the fourth inning, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see what the Phillies do. They turn the bat at the top of the fourth. And the three Philly players to the bat top of the fourth will be Rafael Michon, Leover, Pellegrino, and Kristen Chiero. And Rafael Michon is over one. Leover, Pellegrino is over one. And Christian Chiero got one. Oh my God, now 97.5 said about the Phillies are thinking about trading Alabama. They said trading Alabama can still be in play with the Phillies. Oh my God, they really want to get rid of Alabama. They really want to trade this man. It's like they don't want Alabama to be on this damn team because they want A Miller to play first base, to play third base. And no, they really don't want Alabama on this damn team. It's like anyway, it's like Alabama's that bad that we gotta trade him. Oh my God. The name of sports team that doesn't use net. I bet you can't. No, you can't name a team. Wait, you mean name a team of sports? Don't look up. Name a sport that doesn't use a net. I know you can't even think of it. Well, you can't even think of one because hockey uses the net. Let's see what else. Hockey uses the net. Yeah, hockey. No. Soccer they use a net. They have a goal post, so they use a net. Let's see. In basketball, they got basketball hoops, and that's the netting too. Let's see. Baseball, they got the nets that put around so nobody get hit with a baseball. So, and hockey, they got the glass thingy. So, I can't even think of one though. But the NFL, I don't think they use a net. They got a goal post, so that's different. They don't use netting. So, no, I think I'm gonna go with that. I'm going with football because I don't think they use nets. I don't think so. Because so. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have Rafael Strong in the bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 0 out. Stop the board. Here we go. Brad Long gonna pitch for you. Rafael running catch goes strike to one. Brad Long gonna pitch you. Rafael running catch goes the ball to one. Brad Long gonna pitch you. Rafael running catch goes the ball 2-1. Regular gun history review, running catch the multi 3-1. And regular gun history review, grade for, and that is ball form. And review is showing his roll and will advance to first base for the Phillies. And this is review is showing his first roll of the game. And coming up next, the vet for the Phillies, we have Leover, Peguero coming to vet for the Phillies. And we got one pitch on first base, 0 outs, top of the fourth, here we go. Red Lord got a pitch to Leover, going for it, ready to catch goes the ball below. And Red Lord got a pitch to Leover, going for it, ready to catch goes the ball 2-0. Yeah, I said football too. Star Wars. I said football. I wish I said football because the other sports got nets in it, so that's why I was thinking like, okay, that's why I canceled basketball. I canceled soccer out, and I also canceled baseball because they all use nets and stuff. And I so that's why I was thinking of thinking football because that's the only one that doesn't use a net. Yeah, because I canceled soccer, baseball, and basketball because they all use nets, and and that's why I went straight to the NFL because I knew football they don't use nets, so they don't. And Red Bull gonna pitch gonna for you. Leo was waiting for you, so that was a 5-2-1. And Red Bull gonna pitch to you. Leo was waiting for you. Red Bull gonna pitch to his first baseman to make sure that Red was showing up the first base bat. Pickerton won at first base. And Red Bull gonna pitch to you. Leo was waiting for you. He swinging that was a 5-2-2. And I don't know if because they use nets, I don't know. So that's another one I was thinking of that I don't know if they use nets for that one. And Red Lord got the pitch gonna for Leo was waiting for it. And Leo Peguero pops out to the first baseman and Raymond Ortiz. And Leo Peguero is out. Leo Peguero, you 0 for 2. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Christian Chill, and that's the bat for the Phillies. No Philly, we got one Philly fan on first base. Went out to the top of the fourth. Here we go. Red Lord got a pitch in for you, Christian. Get ready for it. Run his catch go to strike with 1. And Red Lord got another pitch in for you, Christian. Get ready for it. Run his catch goes the ball. Run his catch goes the ball 1-1. What's up, Coach Sterling? Because basketball has a net near the net where the fans say that, right? And then I also thinking of like baseball because they use nets with the fans say that too. So got the netting of anyway. And then for baseball and stuff. So and then and so that's why I said that you got to cancel baseball, you got to cancel basketball because they both use nets and stuff. And then you also cancel out soccer too. They use a goalpost and all bunch of net. That's a net right there. And Red Lord got another pitch for you, Christian going for it. Christian Chill, why would you ground to a double play? And Christian Chill grounds into a double play to the shortstop and CJ Abraham to the second baseman, Luis Martinez to the first baseman, and Rickman Ortiz. Rafael Short is out at second base, and Christian Chill is out at first base. And and that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So as long as the Phillies have 1-1, the Nationals have 1-1, tied basically against ladies and gentlemen. And moving on to the bottom of the fourth, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Nationals turn the red. Let's see if the Nationals can even turn the red at the bottom of the fourth. And the 3 national players do at the red at the bottom of the fourth will be June Willis, Joey River, and Jose Tanner. Yeah, because I said soccer, baseball, and basketball, the 3 sports that use nets. They got American football is the one that doesn't use a net, so yeah, they don't use a net at all. So that's like that's the only one because of course I don't really know what they use nets around. I don't even know, but hey. At least the Phillies got a run though, but we need to get more runs to put in for we need to get some more runs in the world. We only got one. We need more runs because that one run ain't gonna cut it. And this wasn't what's the championship when one was the one that wanted to take out the damn president. Well, the president wasn't there, but still, whoever they were trying to shoot and stuff like that, still, like they really wanted to get to somebody. I don't know who it is, but they go on so fast. New hashtag Eagle season coming soon. I know, right? It's coming soon. We get the 2026 NFL's schedule doesn't come out till like until like I think May or something like that. Yeah, think about May. We get the schedule for the Eagles coming out. We get the 2026 NFL schedule coming out for all the teams and stuff in May. I think. Yeah, and then that way we know who the Eagles gonna be playing and the times and all that stuff, and then things like that. So pitching change for the Phillies. So Lou Torino is done pitching for the night. For the night, coming to pitch for the Phillies will be Yaneli Kiriti. I think that's how you say it. So come at the bat for the Nationals, we have Drew Willis going to bat for the Nationals. No national players on base. Zeros. Top of the fourth. Here we zeros. Bottom of the fourth. Here we go. Yaneli got a pitch going to bring Drew to wait for a runner catches on the strike one is on one. Yeah, Cooper Jr. is going to pass out again over here. And Yaneli got another pitch going to bring Drew to wait for it. Runner catches goes balls on one. And Yaneli got another pitch going to bring Drew to wait for it. He's swinging down with the 5 balls 1 and 2. And Yaneli got another pitch going to bring Drew to wait for it. He's swinging down when there's another 5 balls still 1 and 2. Michael B. Jordan. Everybody loves Michael B. Jordan. And then in the Creed movies, he did the first one, the second one. He did Creed and then Creed 2. And you're then gonna face gonna pull you do get ready for it. Run that catch goes the ball 2 and 2 and 2. And then gonna face gonna pull you do get ready for it. Run that catch goes the ball 3 is a 3 and 2 the full count. We know the Cowboys are definitely. That's on the BBC One. See if I would know that. See there was on the BBC One. So he was playing Sony yesterday. Like Jason and Graham. And the pitch can avoid you do the way forward. And Julius, I spent time with you on Julius, surviving the back system of baseball. And then the pitch can avoid you the way forward. He's swinging down with us a 5 balls, a 3 and 2. Oh, you like Jason Cousin and Brandon Graham? Yeah, Brandon Graham did say he'll come back and play one more season with the Eagles if High Roseman gives him the call. If High Roseman calls his phone and says he wants him to come back and play one more season, he'll do it. He'll do it, though. Is that Prince? Wait, that's Harry's brother, right? Oh, what's his name? Oh, what is Harry's brother's name? This Mrs. Kate and her husband. I forget her husband's name. Damn it. And they're gonna be facing a very good away for it. You swing that was another 5 on still. You swing that was another 5 on still 3 and 2. And they're gonna face very good away for it. You swing that was another 5 on still 3 and 2. I mean, yeah, Lane Johnson. Yeah, Lane Johnson's good too. Yeah, he got knocked out. His teeth got knocked out. Damn, was bleeding. Damn, hit him right in the teeth with his hockey stick. Damn, whacked that man right in the teeth. And then the gonna bring Juice away for it. Run that catch good at strike 3. And Juice is out. First strikeout for correct. 1K. So coming up next, the bat for the Nationals, you have Joey Williams. Coming next, the bat for the Nationals, the National players on base. Went out. Bottom of the fourth, here we go. You're never gonna pitch anybody, Joey. Go wait for it. Run the catch goes balls with him. You're never gonna pitch anybody, Joey. Go wait for it. You're swinging down with the 5 balls to 1-1. That like that is what this is gonna. I know, right? And you're never gonna pitch anybody, Joey. Go wait for it. And you're never gonna pitch me, Joey. Go wait for it. Run the catch goes the ball 2-1. And you're never gonna pitch anybody, Joey. Go wait for it. Run the catch goes the ball 3-1. And you're never gonna pitch me, Joey. Go wait for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. It's a 3-2 to full kill. And you're never gonna pitch anybody, Joey. Go wait for it. And Joey, we ain't got an expert time with you. Joey, we ain't get right back in the bat box and hit some more baseballs. And you're never gonna pitch anybody, Joey. Go wait for it. And Joey Wayne grounds out to the third baseman. The minor associate threw to the first baseman. Leover Pellegrino. And Joey Wayne was out. And Noah's going to be a Phillies legend because he's playing his home career in Philly. Oh, yeah, you talking about Aaron Nola? Yep. So coming up next, the bat for the Nationals, we have Jose Tenick next, the bat for the Nationals. The National players on base. 2 outs, 5 on the fourth. Here we go. You're never going to pitch it for you, Jose. Go wait for it. Why not catch goes the balls with him? And you're never going to pitch it for you, Jose. Go wait for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike 1 is 1-1. And you're never going to pitch it for you, Jose. Go wait for it. Right that catches goes the ball 2-1. And you're never gonna pitch it for you, Jose. Go wait for it. Right that catches goes the ball 3-1. And you're never gonna pitch it for you, Jose. Go wait for it. And that is ball 4. And Jose Tena is walked to advance the first base for the Nationals. Where they go? You're new. Current. You just walking first bat of the game. It had to be Jose Tena to watch the Nationals. So we just walking people. Real, we just walking somebody. Great. We just starting that out. We just doing it. So coming up next to bat for the Nationals is Vivian Ortiz coming next to bat for the Nationals. We got one national player on first base. 2 outs. 5 on the fourth. Here we go. They're gonna pitch it for you. And Vivian, right, sweet name goes right that catch goes the strike goes 1. And you're gonna pitch to you. And Vivian, right that catch goes the ball to 1. And they're gonna pitch it for you. And Vivian, run the catch goes the ball to 1. And they're gonna pitch to you. And Vivian can wait for it. Run the catch goes the ball 2-1. You know, Aaron's brother, Austin Nolan, ever though he don't play here. That's true. Yeah, you talking about Austin Nolan, yeah. even know. I forget what team he's that Austin Knowles even on. It was Wilder, so. And you're gonna face Kenneth Williams. And we're there. And Jose takes over and try to take him over. He's safe at second base. And this is Jose Ten's first year in spring training on second base. And you're not gonna pitch for you. You're swinging that with the 5 balls of 2-2. And it was about the roll. And you're gonna pitch Kenneth Williams. Yeah, but swinging the base, and that's Runner catch go to strike three. And the wing go tease down. Second strikeout for your new current 2K. And that's 3 outs for the Nationals. So the score is the Phillies have 1-1, the Nationals have 1-1. Tie baseball game, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the end of the fourth, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the fifth inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the red. Let's see the Phillies and they're going to turn the red at the top of the fifth. And the three Philly players lead the red at the top of the fifth be Ryan Rincon, Justin Carver, and those going to see it. Ryan Rincon is 0 for 1 the strikeout. Justin Carver is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And the Dogs going to see it is 1 for 2 with a double. Then Ron was a Philly in the Padres jersey. Yeah, but not no more because I don't think Austin Nolan plays for the Padres anymore. So yeah, that's the thing. Now look at what team he plays for because that would be nice to know right now. Look at this, guys. Listen to this one, y'all. Aaron Nolan's brother, Austin Nolan. Austin Nolan continues his baseball journey as a Seattle Mariners new bullpen coach. So now he's not even. So only seven. And the Seattle Mariners hired former Mariners player Austin Nolan to be the team's bullpen coach for the 2020 season. Austin Nolan played 14 seasons for the Colorado Rockies last season, but he was way before the end of the season. Damn! So Austin Nolan don't play baseball anymore. Now he's the coach. He don't play anymore. And he played for the Seattle Mariners, Sacred Padres, and the Colorado Rockies. He made his debut in 2019, so now he decided he wants to be the coach. Damn it! Wow. Yeah, so yeah. that's good for us to know that he wanted to do that. Yeah, Jose Alvarado can't play in the WC because for team has swim because of his insurance and stuff, which is sad because he can't play because of his insurance and stuff. That's the sad thing about that. So pitching change for the Nationals. So Red was the pitching day coming pitch for the Nationals. We Julian Fernandez on the bat for the Phillies. We have Ryan Cook on the bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 0 outs. Time to fifth. Here we go. Julian Fernandez got a pitch connect for Ryan. Ryan cut the ball below. Julian Fernandez got a pitch to Ryan. Ryan cut swing the foul 1. And Julian Fernandez got a pitch connect for you. Ryan. Ryan cut the ball 2-1. And Julian Fernandez got a pitch to Ryan. Wait for Environment Cole. Lines out sharply to the left fielder. Christian Franklin. And Julian Fernandez and Ryan Cole is out. Ryan Cole, you're over 2 with your first strikeout. So in the next at the Phillies, we got Justin Cole against the the Phillies. No Philly fans on A's. 1 out, top of the fifth. Here we go. Julian Fernandez got a pitch to be Justin. Running catches the ball 2-0. Julian Fernandez got a pitch to Justin. Running catches the ball 2-0. Julian Fernandez got a pitch to Justin. Running catches the ball 3-0. Julian Fernandez got a pitch to Justin. Running catches the strike 1 3-1. And Julian Fernandez got a pitch to Justin. Running catches the strike 2 is a 3-2 for kill. And Juvenile is going to proceed Justin Greenwood. And Justin Carver grounds out to the shortstop CJ Hill due to the first rating of Maria Ortiz. And Justin Carver's out. Justin Carver, you 0 for 1 with your 0 for 1. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have a Doris Garcia against the bat for the Phillies. You got no Philly fans on base. 2 outs, top of the fifth, here we go. And Julian Fernandez got a face connect for Doris going for a run catch goes the ball through. And Julius Fernandez got no pitch to those going forward. And those Garcia grounds out to the shortstop CJ Hill to the first baseman. And Maria Ortiz and those Garcia is out. Those Garcia, you 0 for 3 with your first strikeout. And those Garcia, you 0 for 3 with your first strikeout. And just goes 0 for 3 his first strikeout. Great. Those Garcia getting them hits, and that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So score the Phillies have 1-1, the Nationals have 1-1, still tied base with Gavin. And moving on to the bottom of the fifth, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Nationals tournament. Let's see the Nationals tournament at the bottom of the fifth. And the 3 national players do the at the bottom of the fifth will be Jorge Luis Martinez, Yohandy Morales, and Christian Franklin. And that either team can even score runs, like literally, it's taking a time to 4 innings. So pitching change for the Nationals, so pitching for the Phillies. So United currently is the pitcher for the day, the night. Coming to pitch for the Phillies will be Levi Storty. And the defensive substitution for the Phillies, so Pedro Leon is going to replace right fielder Dos Garcia, batting second, playing right field. The defensive substitution is Dante Noor is going to replace center fielder Justin Crawford, batting first, playing center field. Alright, just do substitution getting for Phillies, so coming up the bat for the Nationals, we have O'Reilly, Levis, Martinez coming to bat for the Nationals, the National players are raised. 0 outs, bottom of the fifth, here we go. Levi got a pitch for you. Levis. Rana catch goes balls with him. And And Levi got the pitch when we was getting ready for you. Swinging that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. Luis Martinez will race the first base for the National. Luis Martinez singles on the ground ball to the left fielder Albert Kim. So coming up next to bat for the Nationals, we have Eugenio Morales connects to bat for the Nationals. We have one National playing first base. Zeros, bottom of the pin, here we go. Levi got a pitch connect for you. Eugenio, get ready for it. And Eugenio Morales grounds into a double play. And Eugenio Morales grounds into a double play to the shortstop Brian Winkle, to the second baseman Christian Gil, to do it to the first baseman Leo Pigulo. And Yoeli Martinez is out at second base, and Yohani Russ is out at first base. Double play, boom. Yes, double play, boom. That's what we needed right there. Shout out to you for watching the stream. Thank you for the 12 likes. So coming up the next event for the Nationals, we have Christian Franklin on next event for the Nationals. We got one national playing first base, 2 hours bound the fifth. Here we go. Levi got a pitch swing. You Franklin swinging the strike to one. And Levi got a pitch swing. Franklin runner catches on strike two, over two. And Levi got a pitch swing. Franklin wait for it. Runner catches on strike three. And Christian Franklin is out. First strikeout for Levi Sterling, 1K. And that's the answer for the Nationals. So the Phillies have 1-1. The Nationals have 1-1. Still tie basically, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the end of the fifth, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the sixth inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the red. Let's see the Phillies need to turn the red top of the sixth. And the three Philly players see the red top of the sixth. We got Martin Sosa, Alan Kim, and Garrett Stone. Martin Sosa is 1 for 2 with a run. Alan Kim is 0 for 1 with a walk. And Garrett Stone is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And pitch change for the Nationals. So Julian Fernandez is the pitcher for the night. Coming to pitch for the Nationals will be Andre Grand Emilio. So coming at the red for the Phillies, we have Amanda Sosa in the red for the Phillies. No Philly players on 8. 0. Top of 6. Here we go. Andre got a pitch connect for you. Want to go Riley's catching up strike zone 1. Andre gonna pitch to you. Andre swing away strike zone 2. And Andre gonna pitch for you. Alonzo gonna be for Riley catching up the balls 1 and 2. And Andre gonna pitch gonna bring runner and swing that goes wide to the grass. That's a single. And the runner Sosa will race the first base for the Phillies. And Ronald Sosa got a hit. Ronald Sosa is 2 for 3 on. And Ronald Sosa single on a line drive to the left fielder, Sid Prevenson. And the first substitution, Brian Ray will pinch run for Ronald Sosa. To come up next to the Phillies, we have Otto kicking next to the Phillies. We got 1 thing on first base, 0. Top of the 6, here we go. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. And Andre got a pitch going to be out to running, swinging the wings and strike on 1. And Andre got a pitch going to be out to running forward. And swinging down with the foul zone 2. And Andre got a pitch going to be out to the right for an Otto kick pops out to the first baseman, Matt Ramirez, and Otto kick is zone. Otto kick be 0 for 2. No more. The Phillies will regret getting rid of. Yeah. Oh, don't start doing that. Was really work. Don't even start saying that. Yeah, you go, okay, Susan. Pick up the phone. I'm calling you. You're not calling you anyway, so. You never called already anyway, so you never have a phone, so. And coming next to the Phillies, we have Garrett Stokes next to the Phillies. We got 1 feet on first base. 1 out, top of 6, here we go. Andre gonna pitch for you. Stokes going for a run, catch goes balls around. Andre gonna pitch for you. Stokes going for it. He's swinging down with the 5 balls and 1 and 1. And Andre gonna pitch for you. Stokes going for it. And Garrett Stokes reaches on the throw name by the second baseman, Kevin May. And Bryson Williams at second base. So the Phillies had Garrett Stokes on first base and Bryson Williams on second base. And the first substitution, so Dylan Moore will pinch hit for Rafael Machon. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Dylan Moore next to bat for the Phillies. We got Payne Fans on first base, second base. 1 out, top of the 6, here we go. Andre got a pitch for Dylan going for it. Running catching goes balls 1 out. And Andre gonna pitch for Dylan going for it. Running catching goes strike 1 is 1-1. And Andre gonna pitch for Dylan going for it. Swinging down with the foul 1 and 2. And Andre gonna pitch for Dylan going for it. Running catching goes ball 2 and 2. And Andre gonna pitch for Dylan going for it. That ball's in the dirt. It's a ball 3. It's a 3 and 2. It's a full count. And Andre gonna pitch for Dylan going for it. That is ball 4. And Dylan Moore is ball to advance to first base for the Phillies. And this Dylan was first ball of the game. So the Phillies had Dylan Moore on first base, Garrett Stokes on second base, and Bryson Williams on third base. Bases loaded for the Phillies. Alright, it's all over, man. We got Lee over. Phil Green coming next with a base load situation. If he can clear him out here, that would give us 4 runs. So that would kind of make it be like that'd be nice. But I don't think he can do it. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have Leo Pedro coming back for the Phillies, based over the Phillies, going out, top of six, here we go. Andre got the pitch with Leo, we're going for it. And Leo, we're wait for it. And Leo Pedro goes into a fourth out, really by the third base, and Trey, let's go. And and the first base, so the Phillies have on first base, and then on second base. And Garrett Stone's out at third base. But the Phillies scored a run. So the Phillies have 2 runs, the Nationals have 1 run, and the Phillies get the second run score at the top of the sixth, thanks to Bryson Ware. And the Phillies took the lead. It's 2-1. Yes, sir. Take that one, Nationals. So coming next to bat for the Nationals, we had Christian Gil. Next to bat for the Nationals. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we had Christian Gil. Next to bat for the Phillies. The Phillies on first base and second base. 2 outs, top of the sixth, here we go. Andre got a pitch for Christian Gil. Running catch goes ball to blue. And Andre got a pitch to Christian running. So there was a foul ball to the one. And Andre got a pitch to Christian Gil for one. And Christian Gil just on a miss. Catch in by the first base and Red Rear is assisted by the pitcher. Andre Gil. And Leo Pedro versus second base and Dylan Moore versus third base. So the Phillies had Christian Gil on first base, Leo Pedro on second base, and Dylan Moore on third base. Second base going for the Phillies. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Ryan Rincon next to bat for the Phillies. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we got Ryan Rincon next to bat for the Phillies. Second base going for the Phillies. 2 outs. Top of the sixth, here we go. Andre got a pitch for Ryan. We're going to swing at the foul ball on one. And Andre gonna pitch me Ryan away, but running catch go to strike two is 0-2. And Andre gonna pitch me Ryan going away, but running catch goes ball 1-2. And so the 2 rushing the 13 lanes. And Andre gonna pitch me Ryan going away, but he swing that one goes right into the grass. He rolls away to the wall. And Ryan Coons running around first, stop in second. Ryan Coons got a W. Ryan Coons got a W. And Ryan Coons got a hit, so he's 1 for 3, yo. Ryan Coons is one for 3, yo. And he got his first double, and he got his first double of the game. And Ryan Coons got his first double on the spring training season. On a short line drive to the right fielder, Philip Glacier. And the score is the Phillies got 5 1, the Nationals got 1 1. The Phillies get their fifth run score in the top of the sixth, thanks to Dylan Moore, Leon Pellegrino, and Christian Gil. It's 5-1. We got 3 runs. It was 2-1. That was 5-1. Nationals, you get beat up by the no-name Phillies players. It's not even the starters, and we make you all look bad. How is this happening? You're making the Nationals look bad tonight, yo. Nationals got It's not vice Barbara. It's not Castro. It's not the starters, It's the future. Don't gotta get a process from. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we got Dante Newell next to bat for the Phillies. We got one pitch player on second base, 2 outs. Top of the sixth. Here we go. Andrea got a pitch connect for you. Dante away forward. Ronnie's catching those balls 1-0. And Andrea got that pitch for you. Dante away forward. Swing and a miss, and that strike one's 1-1. This Phillies game's going on. We just 5-1 on this game right here. Andre got another pitch getting way down, take it away forward. Ronnie's catching us the ball 2-1. We're not even at the 6th inning yet. And we only got 5 runs early. Maybe tonight will be a night that the Phillies get their first win in spring training. They probably get their first win. And Andre got a pitch getting for you down, take it away forward. Ronnie's catching us the ball 2-1. And Andre got a pitch for you down, take it away forward. You swing it down with a 5-0 to 2-2. What a, I mean, and Andre got another pitch connect for you. Don't take away from it. You swing it that one. That's another 5-0, still 2-2. I remember that guy. He was on it. It's only so FPR. Oh yeah, that's not another face. And Andre got another pitch for you. Don't take away from it. Ronnie's catch goes to roll 3. It's a 3-2. It's a full count. What's up, there? What's always? Happy morning to you. And Andre got another pitch connect for you. Don't take away from it. And Dante Newell falls out to the left hand, Sam Peterson. And Dante Newell down. Dante Newell, you 0 for 1. And you stranded Ryan Winkles on second base. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So the score is the Phillies have 5 runs, the Nationals have 1 run, and we went on to the bottom of the 6th, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Nationals turn the red. Let's see the Nationals going to turn the red at the bottom of the 6th. And the 3 national players did the red at the bottom of the 6th being Andrew, Pence, Kenny, Sergio, Alcantara, and Raleigh Adams. Now this game is going really good, y'all. So the Phillies are doing really well, which I'm not expecting it. I'm not expecting to do good tonight. I'm not expecting it. Got the lucky hat on. Maybe the hat's doing something because 5 runs in the 6th inning. In the top of the 6th, like, the Phillies got 5 runs in the top of the 6th, like, literally. Every person got on base because of a field error. That is, wow. Andy Edwards' wingspan is longer than his height. Well, that's true, but see what happened with Andy Edwards in last night's game? Andy Edwards got dunked on by Thomas Maxey last night. Now that was something. So 50 change for the Phillies. So Levi Sterling is done pitching for the night. Come to pitch for the Phillies and be Dylan Harper. Will be Daniel Harper. To come at the bat for the Nationals, Andrew, Pence, Kenny comes to bat for the Nationals. No National players on base. 0 is bottom of the 6. Here we go. And Daniel Harper got a pitch count for you, Andrew. Runner catch goes to strike 1 and Daniel Harper got another pitch count for you, Andrew. Go wait for it. Runner catch goes to balls 1. And Daniel Harper got another pitch for you, Andrew. Go wait for it. So that was a 5 balls 1-2. And Daniel Harper got another pitch count for you, Andrew. Go wait for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And Andrew Kenny is out. First strikeout for Daniel Harper. 1K. Coming up next to bat for the Nationals, you have Sergio Alcantara next to bat for the Nationals. The National plays on base. 1 out, bottom of 6, here we go. And Daniel Harper got a pitch count for Sergio, go wait for it. You swing it down with the fouls on 1. Look at that, Star Wars. The Phillies got 5 runs in the top of the 6. Literally, he got 5 runs. Look at that. It's not even the starters playing, so that's saying something. And Daniel Harper got another pitch coming for you, so you're going for it. Right that catch goes the balls for the win. And Daniel Harper got another pitch coming for you, so you're going for it. Right that catch goes the balls 2-1. And Daniel Harper got another pitch for you, so you're going for it. And Sergio Alcantara grounds out to the first baseman, Leora Panagudio. And Sergio Alcantara is out. So coming up next to bat for the Nationals, we have Raleigh Adams next to bat for the Nationals. No national players on base. 2 outs, bottom of the 6. Here we go. Daniel Harper got a pitch count for you, Raleigh. Get ready for it. Run that catch goes balls 1-0. And Daniel Harper got another pitch for you, Raleigh. Get ready for it. Run that catch goes to strike 1-1. And Daniel Harper got another pitch count for you, Raleigh. Get ready for it. Run that catch goes balls 2-1. And Daniel Harper got another pitch count for you, Raleigh. Get ready for it. And Ronnie Adams got hit by a pitch and will advance to first base for the Nationals. Way to go, Daniel Harper. You hit Ronnie Adams with a pitch and you got him on base for the Nationals? Are you serious? So we gonna do, so now you wanna just do that? Cause you strike him out. You didn't have to hit him. Come on now. That's it. Let's see. Okay, this next one. So coming up next to bat for the Nationals, we have Philip Garcia next to bat for the Nationals. We got 1 national player first base. 2 outs, bottom of the 6. Here we go. Daniel Harper got a pitch count for Philip. Wait for it. Runner catch goes balls 1-0. Daniel Harper got a pitch for Philip. Wait Philip. He swung down with the 5 balls 1-1. And Daniel Harper got another pitch count for Philip. Wait for it. And Philip Garcia grounds out to second baseman Carson DiMartini, who threw to the first baseman Keaton Anthony. And Philip Garcia is out. And that's 3 outs for the Nationals. So score is the Phillies have 5-1, the Nationals have 1-1, and that's the end of the 6th, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the seventh inning, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see what the Phillies need to turn the bat at the top of the six, top of the seven. And the three Philly players who at top seven, we Pedro Leon, Bryson Ware, and Feelings Realities. And thank you, Vincent Lightbone, for that happy music again. Yeah, people need to stop unlocking the line. Now we go from 13 likes to 12, like, for the week while we unlocking the line, so that's terrible, yo. If you really don't want to like the like, you don't have to, but if you're gonna take the like away, you need to stop doing it, because it was 13 likes now down to 12, but people just unlocking the line, like, why are we doing that? So pitching change for the Nationals, Andre Fernando is done pitching tonight, come to pitch for the Nationals, being David Garcia. To come at the bat for the Phillies, we have Pedro Leon on the bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 0, top 7, here we go. David Garcia got a pitch, gonna be Pedro, going for it. Runners catching up, strike with the one. And David Garcia got a pitch, gonna be Pedro, going for it. Swing that was a foul, was on 2. And then David Garcia got a pitch, gonna play Pedro, going for it. Runners catching those balls 1 and 2. And David Garcia got a pitch, gonna be Pedro, going for it. Runners catching those balls 2, 2, and 2. And the area go see the first three pages going forward. Running schedule is a roll 3 to 3 to the kill. And then we'll see the first three pages going forward. Swing that goes right into the grass. And that's a single. Pedro will race the first base for the Phillies. And Pedro got a hit. Pedro is 1 for 1, yo. And Pedro singles on the short one drive to the right field of Philip Glacier. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Bryson Webb. Next, the bat for the Phillies, we got one free player on first base, 0, top 7, here we go. David Garcia got a pitch for you. Bryson, ready for it. He still that was a 5 was on 1. This is not Bryson stats, Bryson wins. The winner expected it, first base, so it's nice and different. And David Garcia got a pitch, gonna bring Bryson waiting for it. And Bryson Ware flies out to the center field engine, Pedigree, and Bryson Ware is out. Bryson Ware, you 0 for 1. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies here. Arun Escobar the next debate for the Phillies. We got 150 player on first base, zero, top of the seventh. Here we go. Coming next debate for the Phillies, we got Arun Escobar the next debate for the Phillies. We got 150 player on first base, one out, top of the seventh. Here we go. Then we're going to see again a pitch. Arun get ready for it. Running catch go to strike one is on one. And the Indian goes here, got another pitch for you. Arun get ready for it. Running catch go to strike two is on two. And the Indian goes here, got another pitch for you. Arun get ready for it. And Pedro Leon was caught stealing second base. Out the catcher, Raleigh Adams, to the second base and Kevin Ray. They put Rosie there and coming in. I don't like you would do that, so. And then I'm gonna see another picture. Yeah, we're gonna wait for the running catch goes balls 1 and 2. And then we're gonna see another picture. Yeah, we're gonna wait for it. And the Room Escobar strikes on the foul 10. And the Room Escobar is out. And the Room Escobar, you 0 for 1 with your first strikeout. And you straight Pedro Leon on second base, on first base. Oh, they got straight. And that's where you don't go on your first strikeout. That's 3 outs for the Nash, 3 outs for the Phillies. So the score is the Phillies have 5 runs, the Nationals have 1 run, and moving on to the bottom of the 7th, ladies and gentlemen. And so the score is the Phillies have 5 runs, the Nationals have 1 run, and moving on to the bottom of the 7th, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Nationals turn the Ravens to the Nationals, and turn the Red to the bottom of the 7th. The 3 national players to the Red to the bottom of the 7th league. Trey Liscombe, Matt Nieves, and Kevin Ray. So pitching change for the Phillies. Daniel Harvey's then pitching night for the pitch for the Phillies. Be calling. He Lucy. I think that's how you say it. And I don't pronounce the pitcher's names wrong. Yeah, okay, you should lose out. Because, everybody drinks water, even I drink water too, so, like, I don't know who you're behind the account, but, like, I think you know too much about somebody, so. So coming to bat for the Nationals, we have Trey Liscombe coming to bat for the Nationals. The National players on base. 0 outs, bottom of the 7th. Here we go. And Coleman got a face coming for you. Trey, get ready for it. He swing that goes right to the grass. And Trey Liscombe going around first. Stop a second. Trey Liscombe got a double. This is Trey Liscombe second double. And swing training on the 5-0 to the right field and Phillies. Ravens. So coming up next to bat for the Nationals, we have Matt Nieves connects to bat for the Nationals. We got one national player second base. 0 outs, bottom of the 7th. Here we go. And Colin got a face connect for you, man. Get ready for a runner catch goes to balls 1-0. And Colin got a pitch being made, away for running catch goes the ball 2-2. And Collins got the pitch being made, away for running catch goes the ball 3-3. And Collins got the pitch getting being made, away for it. Running catch goes the strike one is a 3-1. And Collins got the pitch getting being made, away for it. And that is roll for, and Matt Ramirez is rolled to advance to first base for the Nationals. So the Nationals have Matt Ramirez on first base and Trey Wisconsin on second base. Way to go, Colin. Hey, listen, you just walked Matt Ramirez of the Washington Nationals. So coming up next to bat for the Nationals, we have Kevin May next to bat for the Nationals. We got national players on first base, second base. Zeros. Top and bottom of the seven. Here we go. And Coley got a pitch. Getting for Kevin May for running catch go to strike with 1. And Coley got a pitch for Kevin May for it. And Kevin May takes over and he takes over. And he gets rid second. And this is Kevin's goes first steal and swing train on third base. And maybe takes over safe at second base. This is Red. He was first steal and swing train on second base. And calling on the pitch going to be Kevin away for it. Running catch goes the ball 1. And calling on the pitch be Kevin. Running catch goes the ball 2-1. And calling on the pitch going to be Kevin away for it. Running catch goes strike 2 to 2-2. And calling on the pitch be Kevin away for it. And Kevin May grounds out to the shortstop Bryson Ware due to the first base and keeps it in the end zone. And Kevin May's out. But Trevor Linscomb scored. But the Nationals scored another run. So scored the Phillies had 5 runs. The Nationals had 2 runs. The Nationals get the second one score in the bottom of the 7th next to Trey Linscomb. So the substitution, so TJ White will pinch hit for Randy Morales. To come up next to bat for the Nationals, we have TJ White. Come next to bat for the Nationals, we got 1 national player on second base. 1 out, bottom of the 7, here we go. Calling got a pitch getting for TJ White, get ready for it. On the catch goes strike with 1. Calling got a pitch for TJ White, get ready for it. He swinging out was right to the grass, that's a single. And TJ White will to first base for the Nationals. And TJ White singles on the ground ball to the third baseman, Abu Escobar. And Matt Ramirez advanced to third base. So the Nationals have TJ White on first base and Matt Ramirez on third base. Plays at the corners now. And coming up next to bat for the Nationals, we had Sid Peterson. Come next to bat for the Nationals, we got national players on first base and third base. 1 out. Bottom of the 7, here we go. Collins got a pitch getting for Sid, going for it. Run that catch goes the ball 1 out. And Collins got a little pitch, Collins got a little pitch, he said, Greenberg. And Collins threw a pitch over to his first baseman, Keith Anthony, to make sure that TJ Watt got the first base bag, pick up 10 to 1 at first base. And Collins got another pitch, for you, Sam the Greenberg. Swinging, so Collins got another pitch, he said, Greenberg. Swinging the miss, and that strike one is 1-1. And Collins got another pitch, he said, Greenberg. Sam, he said, grounds out to the second base, and Collins in the routine, he threw it to the first base, and Keith Anthony. And Sam was down. But TJ Watt advanced to second base. And the Nationals scored another run, so scored the Phillies at 5-1. The Nationals had 3 runs. And the Nationals get the third one score in the bottom of the 7th, thanks to Ray Menendez. The Nationals only down by 2 runs. I was going to get back in this game. The Phillies had this game, and then the Nationals come right back. The only series right now. Just let the Nationals come right back in this game, like we just let them come back. It's like we're not even trying to keep them out of the game. We just let them come right back. Come right on back. Come on next to bat for the Nationals, Andrew. Finnicky comes to bat for the Nationals, just one National player second base. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, here we go. Collins got a pitch getting in for you, Andrew waiting for a runner catch, gonna strike the 1. And Collins got a pitch for you, Andrew waiting for it. Andrew Finnicky pops out to the first base and Keith Anthony in time. And Andrew Finnicky is out. That's the outs for the Nationals. So the Phillies had 5 runs, the Nationals had 3 runs. That's the end of the 7th, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the 8th inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see the bases in and turn the bat top of the 8th. And the 3 Phillies players the bat top of the 8th. Carlson, DiMartini, Dylan Moore, and Keith Anthony. And Carlson gets here some straight line. Dylan Moore got a walk and a run, and Keith Anthony has a straight line. So TJ Watt remained the game as a designated hitter for the Nationals. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have Carlson, DiMartini got the bat for the Phillies. No Philly players on base, 0s, top 8, here we go. David Garcia got a pitch for you, Carlson, waiting for it. Ronnie Cook goes strike to 1. David Garcia got a pitch for you, Carlson, swinging a strike to 1-2. And then Garcia got a pitch for you, Carlson, waiting for it. Swinging the miss, not strike 3. Carlson DiMartini's out. Carlson DiMartini 0 for 1 with your first strikeout. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Dylan Moore next to bat for the Phillies. No Philly players on base. 1 out, top of the 8th, here we go. David Garcia got a pitch for you, Dylan, go waiting for it. Ronnie's catcher goes strike on 1. David Garcia and the history daily wait for it. Roddy's catch goes the rolls on the win. And David Garcia and the history daily wait for it. Swing and a miss, and I strike two to 1-2. And then David Garcia and the history daily wait for it. Swing and a miss, and I strike three, and David was out. David, you're over one with your first strike. Over one with your first strikeout. And coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Felix. Rios connects the bat for the coming next, the bat for the Phillies. We have Felix. Rios connects the bat for the Phillies. No Philly pairs or ways. 2 outs, top of the 8th. Here we go. Here we go. See, you got a pitch to play Felix. Wait for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike goes on one. And here we go. See, and the pitch to Felix. Wait for it. Ronnie's catch goes to strike. Ronnie's catch goes to strike two. Is on two. And here we go. See, and the pitch to Felix. Wait for it. And Felix flies out to the center field. Energy, and Felix is out. The Phillies are 0 for 1. That's 3 outs to the Phillies. Who's going? The Phillies have 5 runs. The Nationals have 3 runs. And we know to the bottom of the 8th. Like Joey, it's the Nationals turn the bad. See the Nationals going to turn the bad to the bottom of the 8th. And the 3 National players take the bad to the bottom of the 8th week. Sergio Contreras, Riley Adams, and Philip Glass here. Maybe it goes so like Arizona's up. Oh, the big home. Please. See, Arizona's saying him. Who's getting in here? Because she was like the funky signal, so. And they get that community, so that's why in the first time you did. That is it. 2. And so you're gonna face kind of roll you, and they're gonna face me, so you're gonna be very soon as the Bible's on 2. and so, you're going to pitch me, so you're going to running catch those balls 1 and 2. And so you're going to pitch and you're going to pitch me, so you're going forward. You're swinging out the balls 1 and 2. And you're going to pitch me, so you're going forward. And catch those balls 1 2. And you're going to pitch me, so you're swinging out the balls 1 2. And you're going to pitch me, so you're going forward. Is it a hold? Hold it. One national man first base. Zero. Bobby Hero. You're gonna 50 yard, gonna catch the ball out. You're gonna catch the ball two. You're gonna catch the ball three out. And you're gonna 50 yard, gonna catch the strike on 3-1. You're gonna 50 yard, gonna catch the ball 4. And then everybody else is going to raise the first baseman there, so there's a guy. Everybody else at first base, so you is until on second base. No. And that's about the national, really good, second, that's about the national player the first base and second base. The zeros, top 9, bottom 8, here we go. The wild pitch on you is it. Everybody else at second base so you in control of the rest of the base. So they're going to face for them for you feel it's trying to catch the ball, but when the ball's never going to, and you're going to pitch you, for you feel it's trying to catch the straight ball. And you're going to pursue what you feel is right because the ball's in the ball 2-2-1. And you're going to pursue what you feel is right because the swing of it is a strike 2-2-2. And 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 you're going to pursue feel it's my swing of it strike 2-2-2. And you're going to pursue feel it's going for it. So when they catch the strike 3, and Philly goes to his own. Because the next definition, we got Trey Let's go next definition, we got national base, second base, and third base. Well, top 8, here we go. You're going to history Trey running catch the ball low. And you're going to history Trey running catch the ball 2 low. And you're going to history running catch the strike on 2-1. And you're going to history Trey Super Power 2-2. And you're going to history Trey running catch the ball 3-2 for kill. And you're going to history Trey. Soon as not strike 3. And Trey that comes down. And it's first strike up for okay. For the next event for the Nationals, we have Red Rivers for the next event for the Nationals. We got National players on second base and third base, 2 hours, Bobby A. Here we go. You're going to pitch when you're ready, running can see they follow the one. And you're going to pitch when you're ready, running catch the one. And you're going to pitch when you're ready, for it. He's picking up, goes right to the grass, goes running first, stop a second. And it was gonna hit, and Red Rivers hits his first gravel double and string training on a 5-ball to right center field. And the Nationals score another run. So the Phillies have 5 runs, the Nationals have 5 runs. Tie base really good, and the Nationals get their first run score to Bobby A. Thanks to Sergio Couture, and Riley Adams. Games time at 5. Dang it. We tied the game up. We tied the damn game up, yo. That was supposed to happen, so coming next to that nation, you got Kevin Mays, and next to that nation, you got one national player, third base, second base, 2 hours, Bobby, here we go. So Richard Chase for the Phillies, and then was Richard going to pitch the Phillies to be Jose Penn Jr. So Jose Penn Jr. got a pitch for Kevin, get ready for it. Runner catch goes straight to 1, and Jose Penn Jr. got a pitch for Kevin, runner catch the ball 1. And Jose Penn Jr. got another pitch for Kevin, runner catch the ball 2-2-1. And Jose Penn Jr. got another pitch for Kevin, runner catch the ball 3-3-1. And Jose Penn Jr. got another pitch for Kevin. So that was 5-3-2 for Cam. And Jose Penn Jr. the pitch for Kevin Rainbow and Kevin May grounds out to the shortstop Bryson Ware, who drew to the first baseman, Kaden Anthony in time. And Kevin Ware is out. And Kevin Ray is out. That's the US for the Nationals. So as far as the Phillies have 5 runs, the Nationals have 5 runs. Time versus the League Gentleman. That's in the League Gentleman. Moving on to the 9th. So as far as the Phillies have 5 runs, the Nationals have 5 runs. Another time versus the League Gentleman. That's the end of the League Gentleman. Moving on to the 9th and final inning League Gentleman. It's the Phillies turn the battle, see the Phillies never turn at the top of the 9th. The 3 Phillies fans to the top of the 9th will be Keaton Anthony, Paul McIntosh, and Dylan Moore. So Pete Chase for the Nationals, and then we're going to see the pitching making the pitching will be over the front. So we got so we got so we got keep everything from the back for the Phillies. No Philly fans on way 0 top 9. Here we go. So we got a pitch gonna be kicked away for everybody because it goes straight to one. And we're gonna pitch we kick away but keep everything lines out to the center fielder Andrew 15. And keep everything out and keep everything lines out to the center fielder Andrew and keep everything out keep everything for one. And for the next event for the Phillies, we have Paul McIntosh next event for the Phillies, no Philly fans on base. One out, top of the ninth, here we go. And Owen's gonna face gonna be Paul with running catch goes straight to one. And Owen's gonna face Paul running catch goes 1-1. And Paul gonna and Owen's gonna face Paul running catch goes 1-2-1. And Owen's gonna face Paul running catch goes straight 2-2-2. And Owen's gonna face Paul swing the 5-1-2-2. And I was gonna put you on Sweeter is not straight three. And Paul McIntosh out for your first strikeout. For the next at bat for the Phillies, we got Dylan North, got Dante North, and next at bat for the Phillies, no Phillies players on base, 2 outs, top of the 19 to go. And I was gonna face gonna bring Dante running catch go straight to one. And then I was gonna pitch Dante running swing if I was on 2. And then I was gonna pitch Dante running catch go 1-2. And Dante I was gonna pitch Dante running catch go 1-2-2. And Owen's gonna pitch down to Greenwood Johnson, which is on throwing there by the third base with Traylon Cone. The Fingers of team of base. From this event for the Nationals, we got Frazier Mills. From this event for the Phillies, we got one free fair first base, 2 outs, top 9, here we go. And Owen's gonna pitch to Frazier, running catch with Blue. And Owen's gonna pitch to Frazier, swing the foul with 1. And Owen's gonna pitch to Frazier, running catch with 1-2-2-1. And it was gonna officially pay him money because it goes straight to 2-2. And it was gonna officially CJ, but it was gonna officially pay him. So that goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Pedro will race the first base for the Phils. And Pedro, you 2 for 2. And Pedro will singles on the ground ball to right field. Pedro to the rest of the base. And Pedro on first base and Dudley on third base. For the next event of the Phillies, we have Bryson Williams. Next event of the Phillies, we got defense on first and third base, 2 outs, top of the 9, here we go. And I'm gonna put the officially Bryson. And Bryson Williams lines out to one for Sanford, and Bryson Williams out. That's the answer to the Phillies. So it's cool. The Phillies have 5 on the national, 5 on top base, and then top base and Williams Jr. Moving on to the bottom of the night, Williams Jr. is the national turn the back, see the national new turn the back at the top and the bottom of the night. The 3 national players at the bottom of the night will be TJ White, Sam Ferguson, and I think it's Andrew Buchanan. I can change for the Phillies, only paying coming back for the Phillies. And then 50 for the Phillies, then 50 for Tristan Green. I got TJ White coming back for the Phillies, no TJ White coming back for the National play the Rays 0s, bottom of the night, here we go. Tristan Green gonna face Canada for you. TJ White, TJ White falls out to the left field, Phillies Rams. When the next back for the National got saved for a second, this back for the National play the Rays, went on top, bottom of the night, here we go. Tristan Green got a pitch for you, so you already catch it on the and since you have the picture, you say about experience about 1. Since you have the picture, you say about catching 1-2-1. Since you have the picture, you say about catching 1-3-3-1. The interest in the 53 running swing the base at strike two, the drain two before count. And second and first and then just gonna push you saying that is ball four. The second person is walk advance the first base for the national. Gonna go to see where you want to walk safe first and watch the national. And coming next to the national, got energy believe you're next to the national, one national player first base, one out, top bottom ninth, here we go. Alright, back again. Pause and listen. And you learn from the national version with the supposed to be students, and the university to Andrew. Anyway, goes up to the third base and this went to the first base again. They said he was the second base. The coming this event for next year is talking this event next year that one that's for second base. 2 outs. Top of the ninth. Bottom of the ninth. Here we go. Pitching got a pitch in there for you, so you're going to get to the warm up. And so you're going to, and so interesting, and then they got no pitch for you, so you're going to get to the warm up. Going to get to the strike one. And so you're going to pitch to you, so you're going for it. And so you're going to fly out to the right field, beyond. And so you was out. And that's the game. Final score is 5-5. And the game ends in a tie, y'all. Final score is 5-5, so the game's ending in a tie. So the game ends in a tie. So nobody wins, nobody loses. So the game's ending in a tie. So the game ends in a tie, y'all. So nobody wins or loses. So the game ends in a tie. In spring training, the game's getting in ties and stuff. It was the regular season. It probably wouldn't be a possible thing. Yeah, the final score is 5-5. It was a tie game, so nobody moves. Nobody's reckoning the standings changes, so everything stays the same. So yep. So that was a good game. The Phillies played good, and they played really good. I was not expecting like those guys to play really good, but they did. So I was not expecting that, but so yeah. So guys, I'm not gonna be doing the Phillies and maybe Rollins game because I work tomorrow. So they went on the Phillies and the Phillies at the maybe Rollins game tomorrow at 1:10 will be here. We at work. And I will be seeing the Phillies versus Detroit Tigers game on Wednesday on 5 p.m. I'll be working. So the next game I will stream, guys. So I will be streaming the Phillies at the Toronto Blue Jays round 2 spring training game on Saturday, February 28th at 1:07 p.m. So I hope the Phillies do win the game tomorrow against the Miami Marlins and the game on Wednesday against the Detroit Tigers. And also the other games like the one on Thursday against the Nationals round 2 and the spring training report and the game on Friday against the game they have against the Detroit Tigers again at 1:05 and then also the Nationals and also Marlins. I hope the Phillies win the rest of the spring games from Tuesday to Friday. And I'll see you again on Saturday for my next Phillies maintaining live here for West Coast Phillies. Yeah, make sure y'all beat the Marlins, the Tigers, the Nationals, and then the Marlins for round 2 and the Detroit Tigers for round 2 this week. And June Saturday for Blue Jays and Phillies round 2. That's what's going to be there. So, but also guys, tomorrow we're doing the Philadelphia 76ers at the Indiana Pacers round 2 tomorrow at 7 p.m. So that should be a good one. So if you want to come out and see some NBA, that's going to be a good one tomorrow night. So if you really want to see the Sixers do the thing on the court tomorrow, you really want to come through for that one because that's going to be a good one at 7 p.m. So you're going to see that one. That's going to be a good one. So yeah, but that being said, I gotta go. I gotta work tomorrow. So let's try to get in bed. We stand up and basement. This is how we doing, and the rest of the game is out. Peace, y'all. Have a good night.